Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a late night read. I want to tap into your energy and see what your spirit guides want you to know. All right. What messages do you have for the collective spirit? What messages do you have for the collective? Thank you. The World card. Okay. So, I feel like you have completed a cycle and a new beginning awaits. Okay. You have learned many lessons on this journey, on your path thus far. And I feel like you're ready to move to the next level. Okay. You're ready to begin a new cycle in your life. Tell me more. You've mastered something or completed something with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is a long time coming. All right. I feel like you have been working very hard. You've been very practical, doing the things in your life to better your financial situation and, just the day-to-day. And I feel like you have planted the seed and have been working towards your goals and aspirations. And I do feel like it's you're overdue for blessings. Like it's been a long time coming, and I feel like it's here. There's been many challenges. There's been many things that you had to walk away from. There's been many defeats, but you have stayed strong and resilient. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, you're being patient and taking your time. Or Spirit is encouraging you to be patient and take your time. All right, with learning something. All right, you may have finally realized something, and you are finally walking away from whatever that is. Okay. So it's like a lesson is complete. A cycle is complete. You have learned that and you are ready to move on to something else. Okay. You have analyzed this situation. You have been patient with this situation and you're choosing to walk away from whatever this is and start a new beginning elsewhere. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing right now. And I'll clarify in a moment. I could be talking to a Taurus, someone with earth energy prevalent in their chart. I feel like you are a very patient person, but you analyze situations and you're very intelligent. You may be learning something about yourself that you're deciding to change. But yes, Spirit is saying be patient with yourself in your journey. Okay. And walk away from what no longer serve you, whether that is a job. Okay. For a lot of you guys, it's a career change or it's a job change. It's like you've learned everything that you needed to learn when it comes to that career or that job. And now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. Yeah. You've healed from that relationship. You've healed from that part of your life, okay? I feel like you just need to remain grounded and focus on your healing, focus on the path forward, okay? It's like you are really self-reflecting and realizing what's good for you and what's not, okay? I feel like you've healed from a lot of things and you know that this is the best decision for you because you've thought about it, you've reflected, and you feel more balanced and grounded, you know. You are definitely elevating when it comes to your spirituality and like learning more and discovering more about yourself, your healing powers, and what's best for you. You're listening to your spirit guides. It's like you have complete faith and you trust the universe, where you're headed and where you're going. You may not really know how it's going to turn out, but you feel intuitively this is the path forward. This is what you should be doing. This is what you feel called to do. Okay. A lot of you guys could be, you can have jobs or careers that is outdoors, I don't know, you could be hiking or going out in nature, fishing and whatnot. I'm just getting like you receive healing from the sun, from being outdoors in nature, by meditating and talking to your spirit guides. Tell me more, spirit. Spirit is saying put one foot in front of the other. You don't need to rush this process. You don't need to rush the your healing. You don't need to rush and sign something or start a new project or something new. It's time for you to like really analyze the situation, reflect on it, and make sure that this is the best decision for you. Okay. Okay, yeah. So Page of Pentacles and Ten of Wands, it can be challenging for you to find a career path or a job that suits you or that pays enough money to satisfy you or to take care of your needs. Okay. I feel like you're alone and you're working through a lot of challenges. You're, trying to get better at your skills or maybe learn something. You're doing the day-to-day things that to set that foundation. So you could be very busy right now, okay? You could be doing a lot of things, working very hard, and being the one to take care of everyone, but you may not even be making as much money, to do all of this. It's like you're trying to do the right thing, but there's a lot of things that you have to take care of, okay? And you may be having financial issues or, just living paycheck to paycheck. But you're resilient and you are able to overcome, but just don't overwork yourself or feel like you need to take care of everyone before yourself, okay? Because if you burn out, then you're no good to anyone else. But I do see that you are trying to be that person to learn from their mistakes and to be that person that provides for the family. And it's challenging because it's like, who do you look to? Who do you turn to when you need someone or you need help, or you need to borrow some money? There's no one. So you definitely have to, go to God and pray and let them know that you're thankful for, everything that you have and everything that you're building. But pray for strength. Pray that you overcome any adversity or obstacles. Pray that your financial situation is, you release whatever this debt is, or you're able, just pray that you're able to take care of your financial needs. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. It's almost over. Whatever this is, like I said, this is a new cycle. So it's like you're wrapping up this cycle. All right. You're about to start a new beginning. And the 10 of Wands is like you're almost finished with this, what you're going through. You're about to have a breakthrough. As long as you are steady, focused, and disciplined. We got the Queen of Wands here with the High Priestess, okay? So you could end up finding a spiritual healer, a spiritual teacher that give you hope, okay? This person is very intuitive. This could also be someone from your past, okay? This is, okay. You really, okay. If this is someone, I am thinking this is someone from your past that you have a lot of love for. You guys are definitely soulmates with the Queen of Wands and King of Wands out here, okay? This is a spiritual teacher of some sort, or this is someone who is extremely intuitive. They go after what they want. Very confident, very beautiful, very vibrant. And you love them deeply with this Ace of Cups here. Okay. This King of Wands with the Six of Cups here is basically like you're feeling nostalgic memories. Okay. You both could be mirroring each other, because I do see like there's a yin and yang balance type of thing with the Ace of Cups. Like this person has a lot of love for you and you have a lot of love for them. Okay. I don't know if you're just reminiscing about this person and you guys are in separation or what. I will clarify though. But I feel like you both have a lot of love for each other. And you're meant to be together. Childhood sweethearts is what I'm picking up on. King of Cups. Yeah, this person puts you in your softer side. You know, they make you feel like it's safe to just be genuine and be like a lover boy, you know. This person, I feel like you have a lot of respect for them. And it's just something that is unexplainable. It's very like, don't know. It's powerful. Like, it's spiritual. This is like yeah, definitely a soul connection. Okay. Past life lover. This person just understand you. You guys are very similar. Tell me more. I'm picking up on someone that can dress very well. Okay. This person is very mysterious and like unique. You feel like God has put this person in your life to heal you, or like bring this union together. Like, it's coming, like the hand is coming out from you, and then you also got the Six of Cups, well, from your, the universe. It's like this is a blessing from the universe, but your hand is out towards her with the High Priestess here. So it's like this union is meant to be, and you want to be that person to pour all of this love into this person. It's like you're overly, like, you don't play about this person. You're like, this is the one. Yeah, with that Nine of Cups here, with the Knight of Cups. Most certainly you feel like this person is wish fulfillment. Like a power couple. Okay. This person feels like home to you. Okay. And that you guys may be in separation, or you're missing this person. You're thinking about this person. So if you're in separation with this person, the challenges that you may have faced has made you reminisce and think about this person, because they're a healer. They're someone who was genuine. And it's like you think about the people who truly love you or something like that. I don't know, but it seems as if you are like reminiscing about this person, and you have a lot of love for them, whoever this person is. Could be a fire sign, both of you, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, Ten of Cups. You're definitely, so you may you're missing this person for sure. Did you take this person for granted when you two were together? Or do you feel like you are not financially stable or ready to be with this person? Because I do feel like you know that they're deserving of real love and all of the good things, but there's some type of apathy, or it's like you're reminiscing like this person is no longer in your life, or there's a separation. Maybe you feel like you should have been there for this person to protect, or you should have given them more of something. This is like your first love. Even if you're an adult, you maybe never fell for anyone like this or felt this way about anyone, but this specific person is like, you feel like their wish fulfillment, like you have deep soul love for this person and you cannot explain it. This person may have moved on and, found their own happiness, but we'll see. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Two of Cups. You want a family with this person, you feel like y'all are soulmates. This person understand you, you understand them. It's just a genuine, it's something that, it's just, it's deep. It's something that you can't just let go of this person. Like, you will always have memories and think about this person, even if you moved on to another connection, or if they moved on to another connection. It's like you will always have this love for this person. Yeah. There's a lot of chemistry with the Tower card. Yeah, it's very intense, fiery relationship, where it's like, even when you guys fight and argue, it's like you're always drawn back to each other, It's like you can never just completely let this person go. And that's because you guys are like spiritually connected, very intense Pluto energy. So it's like you guys go have a lot of ups and downs, a lot of intense quarrels. Y'all know what I'm Quarrels. That, I think that's how you spell it. But it's like may have been unrequited for some reason. Or there's just things on both ends, like you guys had to grow and learn how to handle certain situations, when it comes to a relationship. It's like you guys are a mirror, like twin flames. And it's like you have to see, this person is teaching you something that you may not have known about yourself, vice versa. And it's like sometimes it's hard to handle that when that mirror is held up to you and you're seeing, like, someone is seeing you so clearly. It's like you can't hide from yourself, right? It's like no one else in this world may realize this thing about you, but this person does. And it can be scary. It can be intense. It can make you want to walk away, but some reason you guys end up back together. And I feel like you're in the stage of reminiscing about this person and wanting, to create a family and have this foundation, because you feel like this person is meant for you. But there may have been a tower moment, something that separated you guys, because if you're twin flames, it's like it's time for you to work on yourself and not play the victim, but really realize something about yourself that you need to heal, and this person as well. Okay? There's lessons to be learned. So this is a new cycle, and I don't feel like you're taking it well. Okay? I don't feel like you're realizing just yet what it is that you need to reflect on and change, so that when you guys do come together, this union, there's the intensity subside. You're able to communicate and work out problems without arguing and lashing out, and I feel like the sex is very passionate. It's like the sex is very healing. Okay, it's very powerful. That just makes things worse though, when it's like you're just, instead of solving the problems, you're using sex to come back together and not really work those problems out. So that's something that Spirit is highlighting, that you guys need to learn to communicate about the depths of the relationship and the problems, and not just like have sex and not focus on that problem, because the problem is going to be there. The problem is going to happen again. It get worse and worse every time, because Spirit is wanting to teach you guys a lesson within this connection. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the truth. Justice. It's like you got to get past the cycle, but you can't get past it without going through it and working through it, You really got to be vulnerable and honest with yourself and communicate, to navigate through this Tower moment. I feel like when it's bad, it's really bad, and it just make you feel like this is not the person for me. Like when it's bad, it's really bad. When it's good, it's great. But when it's bad, it's really bad. Like, and it gets worse and worse. You don't want to keep dealing with that because it's not healthy. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. It's like you don't want to keep reliving this cycle and having these unexpected moments where it's just like, where did this come from? It's a difficult lesson. Of ups and downs. We got the Page of Wands here. New beginning. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody, this Queen of Wands being very independent, and I feel like this person has decided to move on. Yeah, I feel like they're tired of this, these unexpected situations when it comes to this relationship. I feel like they're getting tired of that. Something that I do feel like you guys are in separation now because this person has to focus on themselves, loving themselves, and starting a new project, starting this something new. Okay, so I do feel like this is a very independent, go-getter type of person, very intuitive, very loving, and I feel like they're going within. Okay, this person is realizing that they want more out of love. Even though this person loves you deeply, they do. But I feel like they want more out of a connection. They don't feel completely fulfilled because of, the ups and downs. It's becoming too prevalent. This person is starting to realize something within themselves so they may be growing spiritually, okay, emotionally, mentally. There's a level up. There's something that they learned, or something that their guides are it's something that their guides are nudging them to do, which is move forward and focus on themselves, focus on their finances. Okay, so if this person made more than you or something, they feel like you was having like financial issues or something like that, it's like, okay, you gotta work on that. You gotta resolve those the financial issues and get a better job or something to be able to provide or give this person, because it's like, yes, we have this love, but we also have bills. We also have responsibilities. You know, we also have, maybe some of you guys have kids with this person. You live together and all of this. And it's like, okay, if you're not able to help in this, and the burden is on this person, they're getting tired of that. Okay. If this person, it's like they get agitated. This person gets irritated with, your laziness at times, or how slow something is happening, whether that is the money coming in, whether that is you getting your situation together. It's like, I love you, but I have to, I can't allow you to hold me back. Okay, this is a very intelligent person that is definitely listening to their inner self. Okay, this person is doing well financially. Okay, maybe they feel like they're tired of helping you with your problems, financial problems. Okay, or finding a job and really sticking with that. I don't feel like you have a problem with finding a job, but it may be something that is not conducive to your growth and elevating like the lifestyle that this person wants to live, and they may feel held back. You may not perceive what they're saying. I feel like there's both of your perspectives are different on your view on this relationship. So what I'm saying, for this person, you could be looking at them like you're supposed to, be here through thick and thin, and you're supposed to like help, or I don't know. It's kind of like this person feel like you're holding them back in some way, and you're feeling like they're wrong for how they feel, you guys' love language may be different. And that's why I say that it may be unrequited, or it may feel that way. And this person is impatient with waiting on you to get your shit together in some way or form. Okay. I do see that you're trying. And I do see that you're focusing on yourself and trying to get your finances together, because you love this person enough to really try to change. But I do feel like you want this person back. You want your family back. Okay. Tell me more. This is like a twin flame situation. I see. Judgment is here. Yeah. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, okay, the divine feminine is like, you're deciding to move on. You're deciding to focus on yourself. You're deciding to elevate and not hold yourself back. Okay? Because you feel like you deserve more. What's the outcome? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. thriving, being independent and being able to do for yourself, being comfortable, okay? So you may have been tired of having to, yeah. This was a tough ending. Yikes. This person is devastated and they feel like you betrayed them, or you know, just all you care about is money or your, you know, financial matters or whatever. But no, I just feel like you want someone that is in alignment. Like you want this person to get it together because you know that you deserve more than you feel like you're settling. Because it's taken this person some time. And that's why I think that separation is necessary so that you can, you know, thrive without feeling held back, without feeling like you have to constantly be a burden or deal with what this person is going through. Because you feel like this person should be doing it, not you always helping this person with their money and giving this person money and things of that nature. I feel like it's not, you don't feel like it's reciprocated, even though the love is genuine on both ends, you know. I just feel like maybe you guys were high school sweethearts or you've been together for so long, and it's just like, okay, how long is it going to take you to get your shit together? How long is it going to take you to like really change certain aspects of yourself, or try to, I don't know, go to school, go to a trade, or do something to better yourself? You know, you feel like the time is ticking and this person, you're just elevating, and this person is like slow motion with their growth. All right, so let's clarify the world. Clarify the world, spirit. This person feel like you are their world. Yeah, Two of Cups. You feel like this person is your world, you know? You feel like this is a divine union. The attraction is mutual. You want to marry this person. You want it to be forever, you know? Clarify this Knight of Pentacles. You want to work out whatever problems you guys have, but yeah, you're still holding on to this person, you know? You are really going through it. You've been, and this is may have been a while, you know? You guys may have separated a while ago, but you're still like, man, this was a painful ending, you know? You feel like this person has left stones in your heart. You know, there's a deep wound. Okay, you got to learn how to manage your money and not spend it on material things, or spend beyond your needs to make someone else happy, or just, you know, it's like you got to be frugal with your money. Okay, so I feel like you're getting a second chance, but you may be insecure about your finances. You know, you may be feeling like a failure because this person left you because of some type of financial matter, or because, you know, you couldn't afford the lifestyle that this person feels like they deserve. You know, you can be taking that very hard. Spirit is wanting you to save your money to secure your foundation going forward. If you are moving or whatever, be very frugal. All right. Clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah, so that you can manifest a new job or better opportunities. Okay. Some of you guys could be taking online courses, or, you're doing some type of train. You're learning something. You're curious about something. All right. You're praying for a breakthrough. You could be filling out a lot of applications, and you're trying to get a job that really suits you and that you can do long term. Okay. So you're thinking about your future, and Spirit is saying have the self-confidence, because you have the clarity that you need and the skill set to start whatever this is. Okay. It may not be the pay that you want, but it may be something to that you learn, some type of skill or creative endeavor that is like you're learning something, and it's going to help you with your career that you're going to do long term. Okay. So this may be a job that you may not see it. You may not be making a lot of money from this job starting off, but you can work yourself up the chain, or, get some type of experience to get to where you are trying to go. All right. So if you were asking Spirit if you are going to get the job or this opportunity, Spirit is saying maybe. It depends on what you do. It depends on if you are, saving your money, being diligent, being frugal, being responsible, not just buying materialistic things to appear to be a certain way. Are you actually taking the necessary steps to get to where you're going? Okay. So it's up to you how this new beginning or this new job pans out. Okay. Clarify the 8 of Cups, but you're walking away from something, or this person has walked away from this relationship. Clarify the 8 of Cups. You may be asking Spirit, is this person, or you and this person are meant to be together, or are they going to come back? Spirit is saying maybe. Okay. So I know that you are, going through a period of depression, but you can turn things around. Okay. Just right now, it's time for you to focus on yourself, saving and your finances. Okay. And doing the practical things to get grounded, and so that you can be secure and you don't have to worry about how, the days ahead are going to be, or if you're going to have enough money to provide for yourself and your family. Clarify this 8 of Cups. I feel like this King of Wands is very smart. This person knows how to navigate through certain things. Very charming individual. Okay. So it's definitely possible. Clarify the 8 of Cups. Too many cards. Tower's here again. So yeah, that was devastating and probably unexpected. But Spirit is saying you're going to find happiness and joy again, okay? You're on this path and things are happening this way for a reason, okay? So Spirit is saying, think positive about everything that you're going through right now. Okay. You're going through a death and rebirth. Spirit is saying everything will be fine. Okay. So don't worry too much, clarify the star card. Yeah. Page of Pentacles again. You are creating this new foundation. You are really working on yourself. Okay. There's in you're going to find your happiness. You're about to get a financial opportunity. Like I said, it may not be, a job that pays you what you need right now, like starting off, but I feel like you're going to be able to climb that ladder where you're going to be fine. You're not going to just not have anything. Okay. You're developing your skill set, and that's going to determine, your hard work is going to determine how everything pans out. All right. So soak up all of the knowledge and the skills that you can at this position or this job. Okay. Because it's going to help you with your career, what you're actually going to do. Okay. So Spirit is like, soak up the knowledge and wisdom. I think that you are going to be able to take care of your financial situations or burdens. And it's going to make you feel more confident within yourself. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, balance when it comes to money matters, okay? Being responsible, okay? You have multiple priorities, and you're going to have to learn to balance everything out, okay? And complete things. Money management, time management, and adapt to the changes in your life, okay? Because I feel like a lot of things are going on, and it's like, okay, make sure you're finishing things, okay, before you're moving on to the next task. Or, you don't want to hop from job to job to job. You want to do something that is really meaningful, and that could really steer you in the right direction when it comes to your purpose, So I definitely feel like you may be receiving more money and a job offer that maybe a little more money than what you were making at your previous job. Clarify this 10 of Wands. Look, 10 of Wands again. So yeah, there's definitely extra responsibility, but you working hard. I feel like you're going to be able to maintain and complete the task, whatever needs to be taken care of. Clarify the 10 of Wands. Okay, but you got to stay focused and not worry about this past relationship right now, because you got to focus on yourself. Yeah, with the 3 of Cups, you're like, I don't have any help. I don't have any resources. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure that you're, like I said, you're being frugal. You're not overly spending, or, just buying things that you don't need. Okay. Make sure that you're using things that you already have before going out and buying more. Okay. So saving is something that you definitely need to learn, and money management is something that you really need to take into consideration. Okay. If you're gambling or doing anything like that, Spirit is urging you to stop. Okay. Because I do feel like this was a burden in your relationship, and this is why the person may have felt like you know, you were just very wasteful or, you know, not being responsible or practical when it comes to like your living situation, you know. But now you feel as if like you don't have the friends or the support, you know. Maybe you were drinking a lot or overindulging and partying and all of this to appear a certain way, but maybe it was with this person's money and they got tired of that, you know. You may be having some issues with your siblings at this time. Maybe they don't want to help you, or, you know, you're asking them for money or whatever. You guys fall out over some type of money, or maybe you propose to this person and they called it off because it was too many issues, or, you know, there was like a surprise that this person wasn't expecting when it came to like finances or something. And now you're feeling like the victim, but it's something that you're doing to hurt everyone. It's like if you're gambling, you lose all the money, and then your person say, well, I'm not going to deal with this, so I'm leaving, you know. And it's like, oh, you're going to leave me like over money? Like, no, it's this person being responsible. It's this, you know, this is their, you guys are supposed to be building a foundation together. And if you're not bringing in what you need to provide for your family, that's going to be a burden on that person. So if it feels more so like a mother son type of relationship, this person and this Queen of Wands with the High Priestess and Nine of Pentacles, they're not going to deal with that because they know they deserve more than that. Okay. And so I feel like you are starting to recognize this, that you do have a problem and that you do want to, you know, be more stable and more financially mature with your resources and the things that you may have been taking for granted or just abusing. And now it's like you're trying to get all of these things together. You're trying to balance out your finances. You're trying to, you know, maybe you haven't been like going out as much, because that also could have been a problem for this person, that you were spending too much money going partying and all of this and not paying your bills on time, or not, you know, taking the kids and spending quality time with the kids, or you jumping from job to job. It's just a lot of agitation and fear in the household, because it's like there's no reciprocity. There's no balance. It's like one person is doing more than the other. And it's like when you guys talk about it, it's like a clash, because this person's perception is different than yours. You're seeing what they're saying, you're being defensive towards, and how you feel, I can understand. But at the same time, it's like this person is trying to rationalize what you're saying to them. And at the end of the day, bills have to get paid. Your kids have to, you know, you got to take care of your kids. You got to feed. The household has to keep going. So it's like love is not enough. And that's just the truth. I promise you, I'm not picking on you. I'm just that I can see both sides of the situation. Clarify this Queen of Wands. Maybe you keep trying to help your siblings or something with their issues, and it's affecting your home life and what you have going on. We got the Four of Wands and the Star. Yeah, this is the person with the house. This is the person with that's abundant. This is, you know, someone I feel like you propose to, or you want that, because this is someone who heal you and make you feel at peace. You know, this is a meaningful connection. You want to be able to provide for this person. They can do for themselves, but they're not going to be with somebody that is not financially intelligent and stay on top of things, because that's going to throw this person off. You know, I feel like you're being hopeful that one day you guys can come back together. Okay. If you are married, it's like, there may be issues when it comes to like your siblings or their siblings. Somebody is bringing gossip or drama into this connection as well. Like it's like they're adding fuel to the fire that's already there. That's already lit. Okay. And so I feel like this person has found a new home and moved, and they're doing their own thing. This person is very spiritual, and they're happy. Yeah, I feel like this person was helping you, you know, with the if you have any loans, or, you know, I feel like this was the breadwinner. This was the person that was doing more in the relationship. And I feel like they are being nudged by the universe to stop doing that and allow you to grow and be a man. This person is happy. They may have moved away. Yeah. Divinely guided. Okay. 3 of Wands with the Chariot. This person has definitely listened to their spirit guides, and they're divinely guided. Okay. This person is very confident, very ambitious, and they want you to be that way. They want you to understand your power on your own. Okay. This person is definitely in preparation and have, you know, for their future. And they also have foresight. They're able to see things underneath the surface. Okay. I feel like this person's very mature and wise. Okay. They're very creative as well. They are able to manifest things in their life. Okay. Whatever they do for work, this person is really successful. Clarify the High Priestess. I feel like this person is like they're in a calmer space wherever they moved, or they got a promotion or something, where this person is doing well all by themselves. I just heard I can do bad all by myself. Okay, so we got the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's like this person is very creative. Could be a singer, dancer, do something with spirituality. Okay, this person is very inspirational. They can model. Okay, this person is very beautiful. Okay, and we got the 7 of Cups here with the Hangman and the 9 of Swords. All right. I think there was a lot of confusion about how to start something. Okay. Someone is feeling the lack of inspiration. Okay. That could be you not feeling focused because of this breakup. I see that you're having a hard time moving on from that. So it could be very hard for you to focus on anything else. Okay. Because I think that you are dreaming about this person. You're trying to like not make a move and allow this person to do their thing. And you are trying to, you know, give this person the space that they asked for, but it's very hard for you. Okay. You're having anxiety and you're worrying about if this person and you will ever rekindle this relationship. You know, I really do think that there's a lot of sexual desires that you have for this person. I just heard wet dream. But there's deep sorrow and depression too. Like it's like you're really wondering, like, is this for me? Okay, this person could be thinking the same, like, is this person for me? Or, should I just allow us to have time apart? Or is this smoke and mirrors? Or is it me just wanting this? Am I forcing this to happen? And so I feel like Spirit is saying to both of you guys, you need to surrender and work on yourselves, and if it's meant to be, you guys are meant to be together, then you guys will come back together. But as of now, Spirit is saying, focus on yourself. Okay. Focus on your creativity, focus on your career and your finances getting stable. Okay. By yourself, because there's a lot of Neptune energy. Like it's things hidden emotions, dreams, things being unsaid. And then with the Page of Wands, it's just like no one is really taking action right now. It's just like you guys are both mirroring each other and thinking, doing a lot of thinking. Should I do this? Should I say that? Should I reach out? Should we come back together? Should we separate? There's a lot of anxiety and stress about that, because I feel like you guys, when you're together, it's like you're always together. Even when you're arguing, it's like when this person is away, you want to be near them. You want to be connected. And so it may feel so, weird to be apart for this long. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Three of Wands. Yeah, it's like, how do we get past these situations? How do we communicate and come together where there's mutual respect and, growth in this situation? It's like we can't be stagnant and continue to look over things that really need to be talked about, and like your values. Okay. So one person could be changing and the other person is still stuck in the old way, right? Not recognizing this person's spiritual growth or healing in some way, form, or fashion. Okay. But I feel like in this time, you guys are preparing to become better individually, so that you guys can come together in the best versions, your best version of yourself in the relationship. When both of you guys are grounded and financially stable, it's not so much of a burden. Okay. When you guys learn to not allow external forces, family or not, to come and intervene in your relationship, and you're gossiping to them about the problems that you guys have in your household, that could have been another issue. If this divine feminine would go back to her family and tell, that you have financial issues, or she's always paying, and whatever the argument was about, and then the family no longer like you or respect you. That could be another thing. So it's like there's things that need to be talked about and counseled before, on a respect level, on a value level, and just the principle of the respect in this connection. All of these things need to, you got to think about. You got to think about the person's feelings and their perception. And maybe you may need counseling, for someone on the outside looking in, to be able to give you their opinion on this person's view and yours. So there's no biased opinion, Clarify the King of Wands. Yeah. It's like, this is what you want, a better job. You want to be financially stable, you know, working towards being able to provide for your family and give this person the life that they desire and that you feel like they deserve. You know, you want to be more disciplined, more mature with your money, and have a job, or not a job, but a actual career that leads you to retirement and, you know, working for yourself. I feel like you would do well being an entrepreneur, but you may be starting off, like I said, working under someone and learning your skill, getting better at your skill, so that when you do learn the ins and outs when it comes to your business, it's like you have that experience. And so this person just wants you to be financially stable, you know, secure, and that makes her feel safe. That makes her feel like she's protected, you know, not missing your portion of the rent or whatever the case may be, and having this person fearful of being put out, or, you know, other issues that this person has to work extra hard to overcompensate because you didn't do your part. Okay. And so I do feel like you really want that. Okay. You want growth. You may, I feel like this is what you're wishing, because you're very worried about that. You're like, man, I want to find a career. I want to do this thing, but I want to make a lot of money doing it. You know, I want to be disciplined. I want to be abundant. I want generational wealth. You know, these are all the things that you reminisce about and think about a lot. And I feel like that's because you feel like this person is going to get away or find someone that is, and this King of Pentacles energy, someone that is very stable and secure. You don't want that. You know, you're trying to become that for yourself and for this person, because you love them deeply. And they, like I said, they love you deeply too, but it takes more than love in a connection. Clarify the Six of Cups. I feel like this person just had enough. I feel like they've, you know, stuck it out with you for a very long time. Yeah, the Chariot, but they had to move on and do what was best for them. Clarify the Four of Cups. Yeah, Tower, this is you. All right, so this person finally had the courage to move on, and you're not taking that well. You feel like you've lost everything when you lost this person, you know. You just feel incomplete, you know. You didn't think that this person would really be done. You know, you didn't think that this argument would really set it off where this person's just like, you know what, I am tired of this shit, and just be completely done. And I feel like this has opened a wound that you feel like this person betrayed you in a way, you know. I don't think initially it's like a victim mentality that I'm picking up initially. Like you didn't see, or you didn't understand, or you didn't feel like this person was right for leaving you for whatever reason that they said, because of the history that you guys have. So now you're just feeling insecure. You're feeling like a failure, you know. But I feel like initially you may have been projecting or not recognizing or feeling like it was fair for the reason this person just left, you know. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Something that you wasn't seeing. Three of Pentacles is here. Yeah, it's like you have to work as a team. You can't like overburden someone. You got to learn how to really be in a connection, be present, and communicate to make things balance and feel grounded, you know? Building something, building this foundation. You got to work as a team. You got to compromise. Some things you just got to say, you know what? Hey, okay. I love you enough to try to work this out and do better. Or let's go to counseling. Let me see. Maybe it's something that I'm not seeing. You know? Clarify the Two of Cups. We got the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So I feel like you guys' personal goals were not in alignment. You know, like I said, your love language and things, your value system is something that is off. Like you guys are not understanding. There's a communication class. There's a difference of opinion or perception, and it's like you guys are fussing more and more and more. You know, someone is not willing to change or they fear change. Okay, that could be you holding on to this person, not wanting to let go. Okay, I feel like you're playing it safe because this is all you know. You know, both of you could have been like this at one point, even though, you know, there was a lot going on and a lot of accusations and blaming. You blaming this person, they're blaming you. This, you know, it was just a lot, you know. But I feel like you guys were staying together because you were comfortable with this person and playing it safe. So even after an argument, you would just have makeup sex and be done, you know, with that, whatever that was. But it will always creep up again because this is a lesson that need to be learned, where you guys need to learn to compromise. You need to learn to listen to one another. You need to learn to be adaptable to changes and not be a burden on your partner, but have this you know, a balanced situation where there's reciprocity, you know, where you're not just, you may feel like you're doing more in certain aspects of like doing things around the house or whatever, and this person is paying more money because they probably make more, but at the same time it's like certain things that you're supposed to be doing you weren't doing, you know, or you were slacking on it. Okay, because there is like overspending, you know, spending money on things that you should, you know, that you don't need, or, you know, going out a lot, partying, just doing things that is detrimental to your family. Okay, and your happiness. Someone is feeling like they were doing all the work by themselves. You may feel that way too. I see what it is. Like, it's like both of you are right in certain ways, and then it's in other ways you're not seeing your flaws, and you're playing the victim when this person has valid reasons to feel the way that they feel as well. You know, it's not like you're 100% wrong. Both of you need to, it's things about both of you that needs to be healed. Okay. And so with the Two of Wands in reverse, it's like it got to a point where this is like a stalemate, or this relationship felt stagnant, like there was no growth. And it's because you wouldn't change. You guys won't change your ways. All right. Clarify the Tower. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Could have got put out your home. Okay. Or there's some type of financial loss. You lost a job or something. And just something that made you feel insignificant or insecure and uncertain. I feel like this person was tired of that feeling, and there was some type of unexpected debt or something that has caused you guys to have that last conflict where this person's like, you know what, I'm gone. right? You didn't think about the family when you did whatever you did. If you have like a gambling addiction or, you know, just money management in general, the priorities, it's like you didn't think about the family before you did what you did, or you hid something and then boom, now all of this debt came out of some nowhere, this loan, taxes, you know, something, you know, a joint account, you took out more money than and didn't let this person know or something. But whatever it was, it's like, okay, this person was done after that, because it's like, I cannot let you keep putting me in a hole, you know? I love you, but this is not working out, because at the end of the day, when we communicate, it starts a fight, an argument, and we're not getting anywhere. We're losing. Okay? We're losing money. We're losing our home. We're losing our stability and security. So what do we have aside from love? Okay? The reality is we have bills. We have responsibilities. We have things that we have to take care of. So it's like, this is not going to fly. Clarify the wheel of fortune. Yeah, it's like you're fearful of moving or making a change or something that would help elevate you, but you may be stuck in your own ways or your mindset that it's just like you won't change or compromise or adapt to the changes, which is hurting you guys. Clarify the wheel of fortune. Yeah. And so now you feel alone. It's time for you to rest and reflect about everything, you know, everything up until now. Time for you to take some time out before making a move, like I said before, and reflecting on what you want and what you envision for yourself, who you aspire to be. And if there's something that you need to communicate, I feel like you need to think before you speak or think before you reach out. Okay? Because this living situation, you may want to apologize. You may want to speak to this person. But Spirit is like, take the time out to yourself to get clarity, to think about everything that has transpired and why this person has walked away from you. You know, it's time to be real with yourself. It's time for you to get in this meditative energy of reflection, you know, and rest and rejuvenation. Okay. And then you come back out and get to whatever it is that you need to do to better yourself. Okay. Clarify the Page of Wands. So yeah, I feel like separation is necessary at this time to get yourselves together individually. Clarify the Page of Wands, Spirit. Judgment card. Yeah. I feel like this is a new phase in you guys' life. You both are going through spiritual awakening. And I feel like there's going to be a point where you guys have a conversation and apologize, forgive, and release the resentment and all of these things, okay? But I feel like you both are learning how your own independence, you know, going your own path, your own way. You both may be reflecting and spending time alone right now to heal certain aspects of yourself and to realize certain things. Okay, time apart is definitely needed. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're going to come out and redeem yourself. Three of Swords is here. This person is heartbroken. They didn't want to leave you. They had to. You know? This person could be inwardly depressed and working a lot because they didn't want this either. You know? You both love each other. You both want to be together. You both are suffering in silence, and you would rather be together than apart. But this person was guided to walk away from this situation because they know deep down inside that you are not going to make these changes if they stay. This is a very intuitive person. Okay? They've been enlightened. They know that it's not the time to reconcile. But they are heartbroken. They're grieving. They still are able to manage and stay on top of things. But I'm telling you now, they didn't want this either. You guys are twin flames, mirroring one another. Okay? So if you guys were married, you guys may be, this person could have signed the divorce papers or served, you know, had you served. Clarify Judgment card. I feel like you guys are going to come back and have a conversation, but, and it's going to have to be real, raw. It's going to have to be clarity and understanding. You know, you guys are both going to have to be mature about the situation and really understand where the other person is coming from. You know, things that are uncomfortable and, you know, it's hard to talk about, but it's like it's necessary to talk about, especially if marriage is on the table or joint bank accounts and things like that. You need to know your person's history in order for it to work, because if you're hiding secrets and you have debt and whatever, this person, they're going to have to deal with that. And so you got to be real about your situation and things that may be intense or may make you feel vulnerable. All right. But it's necessary. If this relationship is going to work, you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to talk about the hidden things and the unknown eighth house things. Okay. Scorpio things, Pluto energy. Your partner's assets, money, debt, taxes, loans, marriage. You're just going to have to talk about the uncomfortable things. Okay. Clarify Judgment. Yeah, the World card with Judgment. So yes, for now, this cycle is definitely complete. Okay. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. This person is learning their lesson. Okay. They are recognizing what they need to do. Okay. This person is getting serious about their life. This Queen of Wands. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like even though this person is heartbroken, it's not stopping them from their ambition and what they need to do and what they, you know, moving forward and just working on their craft and healing themselves and all of these things like that. Okay. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of Cups. This person knows what they deserve, okay? I feel like this person is very assured of who they are, you know? Like I said, whatever they do, they may have their own business, but they're very creative. They are, I feel like this person is healing from this situation. It's like good things are happening for this person, okay? A lot of new beginnings. They are loving what they're doing. They're they're listening. So if you are the Queen of Wands, it's like you're evolving spiritually. You're loving yourself. You're pouring all of this love into yourself. You have understand that this is something that is outside of your control. And if it's meant to be, you guys will be together. But right now, it's time for you to choose yourself. Okay? You guys are in separation for a reason right now. Okay? Yeah. And it's like you don't want to argue. You don't want the chaos. You don't want the drama that comes with all of this. You see? This person is coming towards you, okay? Divine Masculine, I was picking up on your energy heavier, as if you were the one to come with all the questions. If this is you and this energy of just knowing that you love and care about this person, what you need to do is focus on bettering yourself before you come in and have this union, okay? Yes, I feel like this is someone that you're meant to be with, but you have to elevate, you have to heal yourself, and you have to recognize the things about yourself that you need to change to better, your connections, your relationships, your in your family, and so yeah, it's like you may not have recognized, you may feel like you may not have been the breadwinner, but you were doing either more, or you don't understand where this person was coming from. It's like it was some type of victimhood or victim mentality. But I feel like you're starting to recognize that you're still grieving. Yeah. You're going through it. Okay. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Because it's like you just don't want to come to reality that this situation is over right now, You may have felt like this person had took advantage of you or didn't appreciate what you brought to the table. And you feel like the reason why this person left was an excuse, or it was not necessary, because it's like you're so used to this pattern. You're so used to this person coming back. You didn't think that it would be completely over because of this situation. But I'm getting that this was a buildup of everything, not just that specific situation that caused this unexpected argument that, just made this person want to leave for good. Okay. You have to work on your self-esteem. You have to work on your negative thoughts and behavior patterns that you are like fearful of changing. And so it's like you got to grow up. You got to learn how to handle conflict in a better way. That's why this person walked away, tired of the disrespect, tired of, the codependency. And I just feel like you're obsessed with this person. You're obsessing over this situation. You haven't let them go. And I feel like now it's not the time to reach out to this person, because you got to work on yourself and put in the hard work to make the changes in your life. Okay. And when you become balanced or stable and secure, then maybe you can reach out to this person and see if you guys can come together. But I feel like this person is yeah, you might feel like this person is money hungry or materialistic or whatever. I just feel like this person knows what they deserve. Yeah. And they work hard for their earnings or whatever they are creating for themselves. This is a very creative person. I don't know what they do, but it's giving an entrepreneur. This is someone that could take care of themselves with or without a partner. But I can't say the same for you. And so that is a big issue when there's that imbalance in a relationship, you know? Especially as the man, you want to be the provider, you want to be the leader. You don't want your woman to be you don't want to be codependent on your person. Yes, you're supposed to help each other in the connection, and for some, the man doesn't always have to make more than the woman. But it's like when you have money management problems, or you're just not making good decisions when it comes to the family, that's where the problem comes. Because it's like, okay, you didn't tell me about that. You didn't tell me that you took out this money, or you have to communicate with your partner, especially if you think that you're going to be with someone long term and be stable, and abundant. This person doesn't deserve that financial abuse. You got to be real with yourself and understand where you went wrong in a situation as well. Okay. But I feel like this person was strong enough to leave this situation and set boundaries. Yeah. And so you may not be taking it well, sending this person an evil eye. I don't even want to say, yeah, you're still in the bitter stage. Okay? And so this person being happy is triggering you in some way, because you still want to be with them. Yeah, so that is what I'm getting from that situation. Okay, let's go ahead and get some angel messages. What message